Drug abuse is about a person who uses drugs or marijuana out of control and has bad effects on the body and mind, which can cause illness in a person who overuse it. Drug abuse is also about a person who overuses it and is already doing bad things to his neighbor, and its excessive use also causes illness to the person who overdoses it. Drug use is banned by the government because it is used in the wrong way, and many also die from it. So the Duterte regime has devised a way to stop or catch drug users through the so-called buy-bust operation or drug raid, through which drug users and drug lords will be caught.
Drugs are one of the big problems of our society, and also because of this many people die and commit crimes due to presence of drugs in their body. So our government has devised a way how it can be controlled or reduced. It is the buy-bust operation or drug raid. Its purpose is to catch the drug user, and they also find out who is the drug lord who supply the drugs used by the drug addicts. The purpose of that operation was good, but as time goes on, the arrest of drug addicts become violent because it leads to their death for the reason they are resisted. And the painful here is that they are also dying innocent people because it was hit by the shooter to catch the drug users. The families of the dead are demanding justice, but in the long run, it is also buried in oblivion. So other members of the government have calmed down the system of arrest. They always have people dying because the killing of drug user is no longer humane, and they are not given time to change their lives so they can repent in and regret the wrong they have done. And there are also many cases of rape due to presence of drugs in a person. So many women also suffer because of it and become mothers early. Depressant. This causes depression of the brain faculties. An example include sleeping pills, barbiturates, and heroin. Stimulants. This causes stimulation of the brain, giving rise to alertness and increased bursts of activity. A rapid heart rate, dilated pupils, raised blood pressure, nausea or vomiting, and behavioral changes such as agitation and impaired judgment may also result in severe cases. They may be delusional psychosis, which can occur with the use of cocaine and amphetamines. Hallucinogens discuss hallucination and an out of this world feeling of dissociation from oneself. Hallucinogens may cause distorted sensory perception, delusion, paranoia, and even depression. Examples include ecstasy, mescaline, and LSD. Drug abuse or substance abuse refers to the use of certain chemicals for the purpose of creating pleasurable effects on the brain. There are over 190 million drug users around the world, and the people problem has been increasing at alarming rates, especially among young adults under the age of 30. Apart from the long-term damage to the body, drug abuse causes drug addicts who use needles are also at risk of contracting HIV and hepatitis B and C infections. Drug of abuse are usually psychoactive drugs that are used by people for various different reasons, which may include curiosity and peer pressure, especially among school children and young adults. The use of prescription drugs that were originally intended to target pain relief may have turned into recreational use and become addictive. Chemical may be used as part of religious practices and rituals, recreational purposes, as a means of obtaining creative inspiration. Examples of drugs are alcohol, tobacco, cocaine from coca, opium and opioids from poppy plants, hashish or marijuana from cannabis, synthetic drugs such as heroin, ecstasy, and LSD. Epidemiology of drug abuse. Cannabis, marijuana, and hashish are the most widely abused drug in the world. Around 141 million people worldwide consume cannabis. The use of stimulants such as amphetamine and ecstasy is also widespread with nearly 30 million people abusing their drugs. Cocaine is used by around 13 million people across the globe, with the highest number of users in the United States. Abuse of heroin and other opioids is less common than with other drugs and is taken up by around 8 million people worldwide, mainly in Southeast and Southwest Asia and Europe. Drug abuse is seen in various different age groups and individuals from nearly all walks of life and socioeconomic strata. However, men are more likely to abuse drugs than women. Single people are more likely than married individuals and urban dwellers more likely than rural dwellers. Prisoners, street children, and young individuals are also more likely to abuse drugs. My slogan refers to people who use illicit drugs where they should stop it while it is still early and they will change their life because the drug does no good to a person who use it if it only bring danger to him. My slogan means it's better for you to stop using drugs early than that is the cause of your disappearance from the world.